All right, hello, hello. I am back. We're about to do DT. I am curious to find out how good slash bad it is. Got a few items to masterwork, so we'll do that. Well, that was easy to get two. I think we'll just keep two for now. Wait. Okay, yeah. That's pretty good. Is that what I intended in my build even? It is. Alright, we're happy with that. Okay, gotta add a bunch of sockets.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Another time, then.
And a bunch of green gems. A Santhol. It's Thol time. And Yule Quacks, the good old classic. Okay. And we need gems. What kind of, or jewels, I mean. That one's good. Not that one. Attack speed and finally the primary core stat, right? I'll take the one from my other item. Save some time. Nice. Oh, I haven't tempered my gloves. So let us do that. Arm time. Trap arm time. Nice, we got it. And then just whatever. Nice.
Unexpected.
So our goal here is to get 5+ core skill ranks. Even though it's glitched, I'm trying to recreate the planner that I have. So the amount of attack speed is 19. So if we can get 19 attack speed, that would also be pretty cool. I don't think we need that much, but... Okay, maybe we will get that much. Maybe that's good enough. It's not OP. It's not the best. Okay, all items are masterworked.
Come back if you need work.
Everything is looking good. We need aspects. Wait. Am I glitching out? I think I'm completely disconnected. Yeah. I don't know what the smartest way, because if I restart the game, I have to change these settings, but it's not too many settings. I guess it's fine. We'll try reconnect and see what happens. Well, we got this error message for now. I wonder if I got enough cooldown reduction for my DT. I think I did, but might be tight. DT still alive, Nook? Yeah, I think it's going to be the best build. We're about to try it out. We got disconnected from the server in the PTR, so we're trying to get back in. But I think it's going to still be the best rogue build. Nice, we are back. We're not going to be overpowering, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I thought I tempered these. I definitely did. That's so funny. It like reverted. I gotta change my settings again. Oh, wait, I can only get caltrop site? What's happening? My game is freaking out. I think my gloves are ruined from the disconnect. Which is a little bit sad, but we'll deal with it. Alright, so it seems like my gloves can't temper properly. Let's try again. We want traps arm faster. But it seems like it can only get cult restoration. Oh, wait, no, it works. I was just being unlucky. Phew. What else? Where else are we up to here? We don't have the aspects applied. Other than that, we're good. The rune is missing, the quarks. Boom. Okay, what's
The wonders
right?
of sanctuary at your fingertips. How may I help you?
Slap on all the stun grenade aspects. I think I'm using vehement here. Is that right? It is right. Need some masterwork my gloves though. Masterworking is broken in the PTR, but it helps kind of to get the gloves close to what they should be in the planner. I want to get a realistic test going. Core skills 4. Is that good enough for me? Yeah, it's probably good enough. Maybe I'll try one more time. Get one. I'd like to get 5 core ranks. We can't get 7 with really good gear, so maybe 5 is a fair middle ground. It's so funny that I'm masterwork critting on like 4 affixes each time. That seems pretty good. I haven't really crit on the core skill. I wonder if it's even possible. It hasn't even gotten blue once, the core skill. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. 5 core skills. That's very close to the planner. Little worse, but that is fair.
Use it well.
And then we need some jewels. That one. Attack speed. We'll take the jewel from our old Emmy. Okay. It's so weird. My malice is the compare for malice is not working. Or like it's for a lot of the affixes. It's so broken. Boy. Okay, I think we're basically ready to try. We need to change our skills and our paragon, but I think our gear is officially cooked. And by cooked, I mean ready. Gotta pull up my planner on my other monitor. Right. I have like no life in in the game. I guess also in real life a little bit. Missing GA here, here, and here. So three GA life missing. Slightly scary. I need your new take on Poison Trap and if you think Bursting Venoms will be a mainstay. Joseph, no. Unfortunately, Bursting Venoms is kind of useless. Other than... No, it doesn't even give the cooldown reduction. That's the Infiltrators. Yeah, Bursting Venoms pretty useless. Sorry to say. Because basically the reason is that you can't proc it very often. You can only proc once per attack. And if you hit... Like, ideally, if you hit 100 mobs in a big pull, it would proc, like, 100 traps. But that doesn't happen. And so it's quite useless. Yeah, it seemed really cool. But they have kind of killed all lucky hit effect, like Andariel Visage, Helm, and Victimize. And yeah, the new Bursting Venoms, like, they have internal cooldowns and everything. So you can't proc these things very much. So it's not that great. What am I thinking about? Paragon. While we're at it, I should probably... I'm doing DT. Let's see. Open up this bad boy. I've done this particular Paragon board probably more than any other. I did DT so much in Season 8. Do you think inner saturation stacking will still be the way to play PT? Also, do you think PT will be better than DT now that they nerfed overpower? No, I mean, unfortunately, there's a bug with Poison Trap and Inner Sight that leaves it on cooldown still, and that just it feels really bad to play, and it doesn't deal as much damage as Death Trap still, despite everything. So I think DT is still on top, but we're about to play it. Maybe, like, that's in theory. In theory, Death Trap should be really good. But who knows? We'll see in a couple minutes. Let's see, so DT's tragic. Yeah, I mean, this is the PTR, and usually there's a really big patch after the PTR from all the feedback. So when I send Blizzard a video of how well DT does, chances are it will get nerfed a bit. But we'll see. Yeah, there are a lot of dot incentives, but that's what I'm doing tomorrow. is trying both Poison Trap and I'm actually doing some puncture builds with Poison. I'm even gonna try an Endariel's variant of a build that I have good feeling about, but we will see. Oh yes, indeed. I'm hoping. I mean, the thing with season 9 is we don't really need to push that high content because it's going to be mainly about nightmare dungeons. A lot of our time spent. So if some like maybe not the absolute strongest build is still a lot of fun to play, I feel like that'd be pretty cool. Headhunter. Kel, hey Matt, I seen some people building overpowered damage instead of crit and DT rogue. Should I stick with crit or switch? Thanks a lot. Is this season 8, like the current live season? Because right now I'm doing PTR. So just for context of, but in terms of additive damage in season 8, it doesn't really matter to answer your question regardless. What dexterity am I missing? Oh, this one. I see. Okay, I was supposed to pick that one up. Yeah, so just TLDR is that additive damage doesn't matter on Death Trap in Season 8 because we are overpowering and we have Fortitude from Rahir. And Overpower takes your max health and turns it into additive. So you have like 50,000 plus additive damage. So if you get 100 on Overpower Temper, or like it's like such a unnoticeable difference that your tempers are literally irrelevant. And that's probably not what people want to hear, but that's just the case and how the game is coded. For other builds, it will matter more, but just for that specific Death Trap build, yeah. Just curious. Yeah, people building for overpower instead of crit. Yeah, I mean, we're overpowering like 80% of the time, or between 50 and 80% of the time. So it makes sense to build for overpower. But you're critting 100% of the time, so that makes sense to go for as well. Zach, did Flare feel good in the PTR? I'm ready for a fast melee rogue for farming next season. Your videos are extremely helpful. Cheers. Zach, thank you for your question. I'd say Flurry felt really good. Definitely. Invigorating Strike also felt good. They were very similar playstyles. You're just kind of bashing things with melee. But Flurry was, I think, a little bit smoother, and it's got the new helm in there, so why not? I'd say Flurry is going to be a great option in Season 9. It's not going to be able to do tier 100, but almost no rogue build can. Maybe DT, the one I'm just finished building right now, may be able to. We'll find out any second. Let's see if I have the right seasonal powers.
Can't do that here.
Joseph will asking if the new helm will be good enough. It's definitely good enough. A lot of people, creators and build guide makers, they are going to tell you that it's not good enough and that it's kind of similar to Perdition. I strongly disagree because the new helm is giving essentially 70% attack speed in cap 2, which is really hard to come by, cap 2 attack speed. And 8 ranks to flurry and 50% damage. I mean, the helm is insane. And it's a unique. So you don't even need a mythic. So I'd say the new helm is... And this gives armor and life and movement speed. I mean, like, the new helm is insane. Anyone who says the new flurry helm is not amazing, they just don't realize. Yeah, you can easily get 200% attack. Not easily, but you can definitely get 200% attack speed. Pretty easily, actually. And with accelerating. Okay, what do we need here? We need some elixirs, maybe. I'm using that. Song of the Mountain. Resource and soothing spices. Yeah, alchemical, and the thing that no one realizes about the new, or it's I haven't seen anyone talk about it, the new flurry helm enables haste, which is a passive for the rogue, this one, which when you're below 50% energy, you gain 5% attack speed. And with this build, we have 4 ranks of haste, so that's 20% attack speed at all times because our energy is at 0, and it's in cap 2. And the helm is in cap 2, so that's 70% by default just by wearing the helm. And then we have 4 ranks of alchemical. That's 90% cap 2 attack speed for flurry. So we're hitting very fast, very, very, very fast. So it's a lot of damage, more than Perdition. But Perdition is still obviously a very, very good option. But I'd say the new helm beats it. Okay, let's see. I haven't played DT in a while. Kind of forgot the buttons. What should we try? We start with like a tier 80 or something. Also, what is your opinion on Spiritborn with Poison Thorns Pants? I haven't really paid attention. I think Woody made a video about it. People are saying it's going to be insane. Okay, I have screen shake on. It's not okay. Does this look familiar to you? Because this is season 9 and I don't know, but DT is still one-shotting. We're pretty low. There's gonna be way different. Like tier 100 will be hard. But for like compared to the builds I've played so far on the road, like this is definitely the strongest already. Comfort versus damage, what do you mean? For flurry? I mean, the functionality of Death Trap is just so good that even if it did way less damage, it would still be a really good build. Just with, like, the way I'm moving is... Yeah, Perdition does less damage, and like Perdition is just straight up worse in every way for flurry. But I mean, it's pretty close. Perdition's barely worse. Okay, when I played Flare, I felt immortal, even though it drains life. It seems like second wind, the barrier we create, it's kind of on top of, like I'm draining my life behind the barrier, so I never ever felt scared of dying. We have like insane amounts of damage reduction because we're running momentum and Dark Shroud and all sorts of goodies. Oh, that's funny. I got literally one shot. So now we don't have Doombringer in this version, and I have barely any armor, and my resistance. If you have a look at my resistance here, like 20 shadow resistance. That's why I got one shot by that thing right there. So that is the downside of the new DT. We're way squishier, but we can maybe fix that. You think Doombringer would definitely be needed? I mean, you should watch my VOD from before when I played Rogue. I was tanking every Lilith attack, everything. Didn't take any damage. And I don't think I ever got less than 80% life playing Flurry. I never was scared of dying at all. Another reason why we're alive so much with the Fleur is because we temper siphoning strike ranks, the passive that heals us. So we're healing more than we drain every hit. This passive here. Antoine, yeah. So if we're hitting like 3 targets, we're healing for like 20% life every second. Or every hit, every flurry. So we're healing for more than we're damage taken. So the getting one shot by the boss thing is not ideal. I don't know how to fix the shadow resistance other than perhaps I mean we could remove we could just put what's my attack speed by the way? I guess I could remove this and put a like just a shadow amethyst in there. Oh, fixed my resistance. Not really on fire, but we'll deal with that. All right, let's see if we can do. Oh, I can't even play harder than 90. Let's see if we can do a 90. Whoa, what's up with the lag? I mean, tier 90 and look at it, the progress already. No problemo. Definitely, like, by, like, I can't even explain how much better this is than any of the builds I played today so far. Which is so funny, because they were, they were so intentional about nerfing Death Trap. And I am not even min-maxed. I could probably squeeze out double damage from this. What's the... I don't even know what my cooldown is, actually, on Death Trap. I should look at that. 10.2. Okay, it's not perfect. I might be losing a little bit of DPS from that, but we have exposure, so... Yeah, it's gonna be trash. Death Trap is dead. You can watch Rob's tier list. And Getting one shot is not ideal in these things, but we can roll more resistance. But yeah, right now in a lot of tier lists, Rogue's Death Trap is like in the gutter. Which is funny, guys. I think that's what Blizzard hopes is the case, but it isn't. But yeah, I'm missing, I think, 3 or 4 GA life rolls. So what my life pool could probably be 15k instead of 10. So we can definitely become a bit tankier. I would definitely prioritize that in my planner for this. To the best GA is just life, so that like our damage is not the issue. We just want to never get one shot. And I wonder if I can... I was thinking I can roll like second win ranks. Like right now I'm using Tibolts, which is good for damage, but we could definitely... we could play with way more defensive pants, which is probably the play. Maybe we'll play with like Temerity or regular pants. Like Temerity we would be immortal, I think. Does Temerity give any like offensive upside? We have 10% fire res, no wonder we die from that. I wonder what other... because basically Tibalt's is probably the best for pushing because we get more damage, but there's probably some fun other like... what are those? There's like a set of unique pants that give a bunch of maximum all res or something that I've never used. But it might be worth looking into. It's the fire right now, so any fire enchanted monster, when they even just hit, they have fire damage, and my 15% is fire assist. Apparently not good enough. I don't know why. It's confusing. Tacits. Yeah. They're like the most underutilized pants, but we need... if we want to survive, we need resistance for this version of the build. Okay, let's see how long the boss takes, because that is a big indication. We shouldn't die from the shadows now, because we have maxed out our shadow resistance. I mean, the boss is dying pretty fast. It's like a less than 1 minute fight. Maybe not against Den Mother, we'll see. Soulbrand might be good. Is that a chest though? We can't change our chests. We have Scoundrel's Leathers for turning traps to core skills is very essential. But I like the creative thinking. We gotta look to the uniques that no one ever used. Yeah, like these pants could be... I think one really good way to get tankier is to have GA on the damage reduction on these. Even just 4 GA T-bolts in general is gonna help a lot. And then having GA live on the ring in this weapon. But yeah, let's look into the survivability for a second. No offensive upside. Well, that's a little sad. Effects that heal you. Yeah. Temerity are not even that good defensively. Tacits of the Dawning Sky give a lot of all res. I feel like I would kind of use them. I don't think surely I haven't saved those. There's no way I would like keep one of those, right? Oh, I have, no, what is this? Oh, these pants are called tacits too. Um, it's fine. It's fine. We're dying from fire. Is there a way for me to... Through incenses, maybe? I could get a bit tankier with Fortitude Elixir if I want. Fire resistance potion. 30. Gabriel, yeah, conceded. The thing with conceded is like we would get the benefit from that already because of second wind, but yeah, I like the way you're thinking. Like that the downside with Temerity is we already have barrier. Back in the day, before second wind existed, Temerity would be actually be the only way, one of the few ways to get barrier as rogue. But with everything said, we could remove a bit of damage. Like we could pick up, like I'm kind of hitting things from close most of the time. Just from muscle memory. I could probably put some in evasive. I mean, 6 damage reduction feels so sad. Maybe just dodge. I lost a bit of Deadeye for dodge. Is this even worth? I don't think that's worth it. I'll pick up some defensive stats right there. We could get more DR from the chest, more DR from the pants, and roll GA lives. And now with the fire potion. I mean, I don't know if there's a jewel that is really good. I basically removed some attack speed. I'll check out the other jewels. Oh yeah, there's some defensive jewels. Oh yeah, a reason I die so much is because I'm running this thing. You deal 20% more elemental damage and take 10% more, multiplicative. So the reason I'm getting one shot as well is because of that. There should be one that gives quite a lot of this one. For each Arcana from a unique school you have equipped, gain damage reduction and maximum resistance. I mean, maximum resistance is kind of lame. Drop smoke for Shroud would be a good way to be way more tanky. I mean, I don't mind being squishy, but I know if I were to recommend a build guide, people would just complain that they're dying all the time. But that is a good solution. Just drop one of the skills. And we're pretty good except for lightning res, but if we're kind of 30-ish. And there's no other jewel that adds some juice. Primary resource. I mean, this is 15% DR maybe. What do we have? We have denial, denial, denial. That's not ideal. So yeah, these have different tags. Power, control. So that's not really an option. I mean, I could even run like a diamond. Feels so sad though. Surely there's a jewel worth running. No summons. This one's interesting. Well, you have 2 more Arcana from the School of Denial equipped. Gain more barrier, fortifying thorns. Maybe I'll try that, because that should give us more second wind barrier. I mean, I basically don't want to sacrifice too much damage, because I want to see how far we can push with this. And dying is just one of those things you have to deal with in that process. But I'm pretty satisfied with that swap. School of Denial, I have a few, right? Denial, 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 yeah. Fortify is interesting because I should be getting that from right here, right? We got it here. So I should be a little tankier just from that gem. I'm not sold on the fire elixir right now because I could die to lightning just as well. Maybe just fortitude for surviving everything. I'm gonna try one run with just a diamond, see if basically if we can just survive with 10% HP, that's good enough. It's the one-shotting that hurts.
Beware the envious, my friend.
Okay, I'm pretty happy about that. Let's try it out. 95. Can we do 100? But yeah, I really like Joseph's idea of adding Dark Shroud. That's probably the easiest way to get a bit tankier. Okay, well this map is one of the worst maps because of the amount of tunnels you have to sift through, but I think we'll be okay. The true test of a build is being able to, like, what pit tier can you clear without fishing at all? Like any random collection of mobs and boss and everything. Just jumping into the pit, what is a comfortable 100% chance to clear? And it seems like 95 for this build should be still in that range. I barely, like, no progress, and I found the portal. I'm gonna end up in a dead end with nothing in the second layer, probably. Well, so far I haven't died randomly. This guy is fire and electric, so I feel like if anyone can kill me, it's him. Alright, what a weird pit, because there's like no monsters left, kind of. What is the second layer gonna be now? Two really bad maps for DT here to start. We do not want doors or stairs or multiple choice corridors. We want one broad open path to the next place. Protection Shrine, I'll take that. Now we're super tanky. wonder if I have 100% crit chance. I think so. It looks like my numbers are all yellow. I don't see... Or actually, there's a few white numbers. I should look that up in my... Actually, I can look right now. What... That was 96. Yeah, I have 100% inside caltrops at least. Antonio, you think it will go well into hundreds? I mean, the thing with the pit is the scaling now. Every pit tier is 28% more health for the monsters. So we need, like, to go from here to 100, we need, like, double damage. Or, like, consider... like, our progress would be halved, essentially, or... I guess is a good way to look at it. So... we're going well into 100, like 105. It's gonna be pretty tight in terms of DPS, but we'll see. Maybe with enough fishing, the right maps and stuff. But we're definitely dealing, like, I don't know how much less DPS, but a lot. I mean, the numbers are in the billions instead of trillions. But in terms of, like, killing Belial or something, we are more than capable of that. And this build, maybe I can get 50% more damage or something, so that's like 2 pit tiers higher than my gear. Or maybe more. Or something around there. So, but like that's pretty hard in a season to get min-maxed gear. So I'd say this is pretty fair, like first week clear damage of the new season. But I would not be surprised if we get nerfed. Do you think people will be mad at me in the rogue community if I get Death Trap nerfed? Or like if I submit it to Blizzard to nerf? Because a lot of rogues are kind of sad that we don't really have an S tier build anymore without Death Trap. But maybe that's a sign for Blizzard to do something else about it, like buff something else or everything else. They literally just capped or key passives without buffing core skills or anything. So I think that's the problem rather than Death Trap should be good. Get Poison Trap buffed. That would be fun. I'm with you there. I think most core skills, especially the marksman stuff, deserve a bit of love. Well, we're spawning the boss with like 7 minutes, and it was a pretty bad map, so we could probably do that in 5 to 7. 100 is definitely possible, but I don't see us going much further than that. At least that's my guess right now. On like the desert map. Yeah, I'm very excited to play Shadow Step as my next build. I'll do that tomorrow. It's getting late here. But that'll be when I start my stream tomorrow. Shadow Step will be my first little adventure. Night City, that's right. So I guess I had like 750 when I entered the boss room. So it'll be like a 2.5 minute boss fight, which is not great. That means it'll be like a 5-minute boss fight in tier 100. I guess there are better bosses than this, but still. Tier 100 will be hard. Let's just put it that way. I might not be able to do it with DT, but... maybe I'll optimize my gear a little bit. Just to... give it a little bit of a more realistic chance. We haven't even triple masterworked our Air of Perdition. Wait, where are there? There's Jewel Guardians. What are these? Do you guys see these? Jewel Guardian. I've never seen this before. There's a bunch of them. Will I die from this? Yeah, okay, so I die from Lilith. That's good to know. So the Jewel Guardians, are they... do I get anything for killing them? I've never seen them. I've done like, I don't know, 20 plus pits today. I've never seen them before. So yeah, we definitely don't want to be tanking Lilith. Which I didn't want to do even on Season 8. I avoided Lilith in my like 111 clear. If any of you have seen that clear, I avoided Lilith at all costs. One way to increase my DPS would be to play more long range, because there's no reason for me to be this up close, to be honest. And then I could gain some damage from Deadeye. Okay, so I get one shot by that. That might have to do with either being vulnerable or my second wind was down. Because I think I tanked that before, or I dodged it. Could be the case. But yeah, considering how hard the boss is, and like basically our damage was nerfed on bosses by like 3x or something crazy. Oh, by the this one. How are you'll be hunted in Sanctuary's darkest places? Okay, so that's probably like boss rooms. It's interesting. Well, I don't have enough time to beat the boss now. The boss kept slaying me. I guess we don't really need the dash for pushing. It's definitely really, really good for speed farming and any other content. So we'll use Dark Shroud instead of dash, so we don't lose damage. What else can we do to min-max a little bit? Let's do our helm to 3x, or try it at least. Getting 3x, if unlucky, can take a very long time of just clicking though, so maybe I'll get a double roll on core skills and then settle for whatever it is. At least I gave it a shot. It would be really cool to be able to say, or like, yeah, like a PTR 100 with DT to show to Blizzard, just for the principle of it. But maybe like 97 or something is good enough. But I'll try, oh yeah, Deadeye. I'll try Deadeye next run and try to keep a bit of distance, because, yeah, I'm used to close quarters combat where a lot of our damage is actually... we're required to be close and we shadow step in and everything, but with this version, with exposure, we don't need to be close, so I should take advantage of that. It's a bit of a different playstyle, but there's a damage increase. let's just say I haven't gotten core skills even once very much. So hitting it twice. You never know, maybe the next time I hit it, it will be a triple and I don't even know it's coming. The 25% chance has not been 25% to hit core skill once though. We're in like some crazy statistical anomaly here. I mean, this is like 20 plus times without core skill. It's kind of funny. At this point, it's... There we go, we got one. But only one. Okay, two. And now, let's go. I mean, it's so easy, isn't it? What else? Opportunist, surprise, heartful initiative, tricksters. Okay, my aspects are correct. Deadeye. Something like that. Alright. Gonna try the distant playstyle with Deadeye. Oh yeah, we should be really tanky now, I forgot. When they're unstoppable, gotta go up close. Demoera asks, question about the new Ice and Dark Pants for Deathtrap. What does it actually mean when Deathtrap no longer rearms itself? So with Deathtrap in Season 8, Deathtrap, like, it does its thing and then it does it again. It basically, like, it happens twice, basically. But in the new version, that only happens every 10 seconds. For some reason, making them useless, essentially. It's still, long story short. Wait, there are the Jewel Guardians. Do I get progress for these guys? That is an interesting... Maybe not, right? Okay, well, we haven't died with the new Dark Shroud instead of Dash, which is nice. With some improved, I'm getting back in the vibe of Death Trap. I haven't played Death Trap for a while, so but now that I'm like, oh yeah, I can pull things. We can make some crazy pulls. I really like the Dark Shroud tech. I just feel safer. I don't know if I can actually still get one shot, and like maybe I should be more worried, but there's something about having the Dark Shroud around me that just, it's like a warm hug. It's like I know my daddy's there watching, taking care of me. My little Dark Shadow daddies. 5 of them. This is because this is put Demir, yeah, like maybe you like arrived right when I removed it, but I was playing Dash until this particular run. So for the last hour I've been running Dash, and I just put on Dark Shroud instead of it to survive because we don't have enough health or resistance to not get one shot basically. I don't need to pull anymore because the boss will spawn after these guys. Will I get one shot by these things? I'm not sure it even hit me. I think I got spoiled by being immortal for a season, but now I'm like, oh yeah, I can actually die. Oh yeah, I should actually attack the boss from distance. It gives me 30% more damage. Everything I'm using has like a cast range. The only problem is this boss is like... or now that I think about it, what about Supreme Death Trap? There's like... there's something that can only happen to close enemies. I gotta read the tooltips a bit more. Okay, I'm not gonna tank Lilith, even though I probably could. I'm just gonna stay away from her a little bit. Here come my friendly jewel guardians. Who do they think they are? They might actually kill me, I don't know what they do. They seem to be doing a lot of damage, I feel like as soon as they come out, I'm like actually close to dying. I think it's because they probably remove my dark shrouds really fast because they're like, okay. I think they attack pretty fast, especially when they're unstoppable. So I'm curious to actually pay attention to what those Jewel Guardians are doing. They seem to be... Oh, they're here. They are... Where are they? Maggot? They're like random elites, but that... One of them looks like... They're kind of like regular monsters, but I'm assuming buffed up in a lot of ways. But yeah, I'm excited to cook a little planner that is a bit tankier. Like we can max our resistance and armor and get a bit more life. Drop a bit of damage. But it's going to be so much comfier. I'm just trying to see how far we can get if we go glass cannon right now. I just realized I don't know where. Like I'm spawning Thol rune to freeze and vulnerable. I wonder if I go from a distance if I... Okay, so he makes me vulnerable. Maybe that's another way I get one shot. This kind of happened at this exact point in my last boss fight. It seems like this would be like kind of like a maybe a 2-minute boss fight ish, 2 to 3 minutes. All right, 95 done with DT. Still the best build. We can edit the text on my screen. I can probably say like 97 for sure. I'm gonna put that. And then I want to read about Soul Rune. It's less about reading, actually. I'm gonna go outside of town and see how it actually functions. Yeah, Soul Rune is happening around me. Oh wait, no it's not. It's happening on my cursor. It's got an internal 3-second cooldown, the Soul Rune. But yeah, it's happening on my cursor, so I thought I had... So that gives me absolutely no reason to be close to the enemies, if I don't have to be. Interesting.
How shall I guide my hammer?
Made it to 70. It's morphin times. Yeah. You could probably do tier 80 maybe with perfect gear and a bit more fishing. I don't remember how much time I had left. But it definitely requires some walls to bounce things off of. Okay, we unlocked 100. Maybe we can give 100 just to see how it feels. Okay, I'm not gonna try this map, that's for sure. But it's still a bit sad that pen shot is not as good as I would like it to be. I mean... I'm gonna get... There's like 3 maps that are somewhat open. I'm gonna try to get one of those to give DT a fair shot at 100, see if it's... Did you use Spanish Lords as a normal neck? I'm using a normal neck. Legendary. It's pretty close to... It's a little slightly worse. I'd say it's like 20% less damage. I mean, even Frigid Finesse is not ideal, I'd say. Probably want Unstable. Maybe I should try reroll Frigid. Oh. I forgot. I can't reroll it. It's like stuck to Frigid, which is, I guess, not a bad thing. Well, Banish Lord for pen shot. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. I mean, yeah, it was definitely normal neck. Especially now that Overpower is nerfed. I don't see us ever using Banish Lord Talisman again as a rogue. But who knows?
I'm with you, friend.
I guess my Tibalts are really bad here. We have a 1 GA Tibbies with not even perfect aspect. So that would be an easy little improvement for our survivability and damage. Okay, we got a good map. Let's see what we can do. If DT has a chance or not. Can we recreate the lag of the last season? Yes, we can. I might just straight up die because I'm not as tanky as before. I can't I have no idea what I'm doing. The damage numbers are is like basically making this even worse than what I experienced in season 8. Gotta remove those. I mean, when the things die, at least... Or they die pretty fast, and it kind of fixes the lag. So these snakes are really bad, unfortunately, because they spread out. You definitely want melee mobs. Like wolves and the drowned dudes. I want another elite pack in here. Morning, Ollie. No! I'll continue, I'll continue. But I've been in this entire run, I've been afraid of just like randomly exploding. It happens even in Season 8 when I have like Doombringer 30,000 life. So this version is like, I don't know, 5 times less tanky. So I feel like the likelihood of just exploding like that would be very high. So that's like a 4-minute time loss or something crazy. Maybe not 4, but almost. Because all the elites get full health, I lose my pull. There's like 5 elites about to die. But it seems like 100 is definitely possible though. I guess I have Lucian? No, I'm using exposure. Demura? No, I'm not using Ice in the Dark at all. I'd say they're unusable pants. It's probably the worst unique item in the entire game. Ice in the Dark pants in Season 9 right now, in the PTR. They essentially do nothing. Joseph Blackmore, it's in Kiovashad. Right by the waypoint. It's a little goblin guy. And you gotta be on the PTR client, obviously. Maybe we can get a sense for how impossible the boss fight will be. Even if we won't be able to beat the timer. I'm expecting the boss fight to be like a 5-minute fight, so we're a bit short on time here, but if we didn't die, I think this is very doable. Okay. Rip on that. Maybe I'll spawn the boss just because I'm close to it. And I'll do is to do an internal timer on it. Well, that guy just killed me real fast. Does this build version work in Season 8? I'd say yes it does. If you go to my YouTube videos about the Death Trap rogue and the planner, basically my planner has a tier 110 version. It's very similar. Very similar setup to this. Some of the main differences is just like the rune words. I think I'll do more tier 100 attempts tomorrow, but it was fun to get into it a bit. It feels like I'm back in season 8 pushing again. But it's like I have new purpose. Because I feel like it is an interesting fact that DT is still so good. Blizzard must know. Tell them fast. But yeah, I learned some things just in this one run about how to survive it more easily, and also I don't need to pull as much as I did. I can get away with just like 2 elite packs at a time pretty easily. I guess we could just run to the next map. I'm so slow at it's like strolling around without the dash. I hope I get a good boss to get a good estimate of time. We'll see. If it's like more than 7 minutes, it's gonna be rough. I don't think so, but I'm not sure. But yeah, the boss is also threatening. Could definitely die to quite a few things depending on the shadows I get and stuff like that. So these skeletons were a huge problem in Season 8 because they have a bunch of barrier, but I should be able to just like remove the barrier. Okay. So we're starting the boss 132.30. I guess this boss is not the worst. Maybe not the best, but oh no, that's the worst. Wait, oh, I disconnected. Alright, well, I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna get back tomorrow trying the remainder builds. You see above me the yellow text. I've got Shadow Step first up on the menu, and then I'm gonna dive into more Puncture. Actually, not more Puncture, for the first time ever, Puncture. At least as far as I know. In Season 9, I haven't seen anyone try it out. And then we're gonna finish off tomorrow with Poison Trap if we get there. But yeah, there's a lot of disconnects in the PTR. And this is one of them. You can... Me and my friend. Scourge of the Land. It looks like I am Scourge of the Land. But yeah, take care, guys.